A live music sculpture takes the element of space out of sculpture and introduces it into music and shifts that balance that is inherent in music between time and space. So that would work in practice in the following way. If I was, for example, developing a melodic idea, if I was thinking about that normally, if writing for orchestra or soloist or any kind of ensemble sat on a platform, I wouldn't really be thinking so much about where that sound was coming from. I'd be thinking about how within that musical form that idea was going to develop organically, thematically, from A to B. In a live music sculpture, there are different ways of developing ideas because they change depending on where you're hearing them from and where they're coming from. So essentially, the same musical sound or idea will sound completely different if you apply those spatial parameters, and that's really what is at the heart of this live music sculpture form. When I was writing the piece, the first thing I did was visit the space to work out whether there were any interesting acoustical properties about it, and also get a sense of the actual space, the size, the scale, how sound behaved within it. So I mapped out exactly where I wanted musicians to be and worked out exactly who I wanted them to be in terms of what they were going to play, their instrument, and put it all on a big chart which was exactly to scale, and basically pinned it up on the wall of my the room which I work in, and wrote the piece looking at it with that in mind the whole time.
It was fantastic. I really enjoyed the well-written piece for the situation as well. It was great.
I like the acoustics. It sounded almost like 3D. This is from one end to the other. It's really good.
Yeah, it was nice to be able to walk through it.
Made good use of the space, and it was interesting to read all of that as well whilst, so I wasn't just watching the musicians, I was reading all about the Olympic cities and listening to music as well.
But obviously really unique and different, so yeah, it was really good, yeah.
The view was fantastic, unparalleled, without doubt.
Very, very happy indeed. Yeah, it was a big success. Everybody played fantastically, and it really worked in the space, which is what the point was all along. So It's great to hear it.
And you think everybody, all the audience got it?
I think so. I got to speak to a few of them, and they made some comments about what was going on in the piece, which were the kind of things I was looking to achieve. So I think it's come across well. I think.
Excellent. So do you have any plans for the next space?
There are some plans. I can't reveal them, unfortunately, but perhaps we'd like to do this one again as a repeat performance, definitely, like we did with the monument. And there are some ideas for the future as well.
Okay. So watch this space.
Absolutely, quite literally.